What is up, guys? So if you're new here, this is a 2009 Kawasaki Versys 650 that I have completely done on up. It's kind of my touring ADV kind of idea for a motorcycle. I had a really good experience with the Versys in the past, so when it was time to get another good all-around motorcycle, I just went ahead and bought another one. My last one was a 2008. This is a 2009 model. Today I'm going to go through 5 major pros of the Kawasaki Versys as a motorcycle, whether it's your ADV machine, whether it's your commuter bike, your daily rider, like whatever it is, your weekender machine for the mountains. These 5 things are 5 huge perks for the Kawasaki Versys. So, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that intro. Let's get on into it. Reason number 1 why the Kawasaki Versys is an amazing purchase if you're looking for a motorcycle is the price. You can pick up one of these, especially the old model one, for no money, dude. I got mine with about, I think it had something like 300 miles on it or something, or maybe somewhere around 1,000 miles. Whatever it is, it was really, really low mileage, and I spent about $3,000 on it. It was like 3,200-ish bucks on this bike with no miles on it. I bought it in 2019, so at that point it was 10 years old, but impeccable, super clean. I had a friend recently, shout out to Aaron if you're watching this, he just picked up one for, I believe, the asking price was 2,800 bucks for a 2008 model, I believe. Also super clean. He had a red one. I don't know the mileage on it, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty low. The bike looked pretty clean. It came with luggage. The asking price was 28. I imagine he offered a little bit less, but even at 2,800 bucks, that is a steal. So reason number 1 why the Kawasaki Versys is a great buy is the price. So reason number 2 why, that's 4, 2, the bike is a really good buy is the versatility. The name Kawasaki Versys means Kawasaki Versatile System. It's just a fun little play on words, and this bike is definitely it. You can pick this up for little to no money, and you can go touring on it, which I have done. I've done 1,000 miles in a day on this bike. You can do it. You can go off-roading. If you watch some of my old videos, I've done a bunch of off-roading on this motorcycle. It is totally up for the task. You can go grocery shopping on it if you get yourself some luggage. Like, you can do anything. I've been down single-track trails. I've been on huge multi-day road trips. I have daily ridden it to just go to work, throw in my clothes to go to the gym. I put all my groceries in the trunk. Like, this bike can do whatever you need it to do. I've completely gone on like hooligan rides where I'm riding down stairs. I've done 6 hours like sailing down a highway at 75 miles an hour. This bike is one of the best all-around bikes that like money can buy, in my opinion. Just because you can get it for so cheap, you get so much out of it. It's just a really, really good purchase. The big thing that you want to do when you're playing around with this for different things is just tires. You put on some super sport tires like these Rossos here, you can just shred it up. I've seen people doing track days on them. I've seen people just killing it in the mountains. I've taken it to the mountains a lot. You throw on a good tire like the Pirelli MT series for like dual sporting, like a 70-30 tire. You can go down all kinds of trails on it. This bike is great for that. So reason number 2 that the Kawasaki Versys is a good purchase is the versatility. Reason number 3 the Versys is a great buy is comfort. The ergos on this bike are amazing. You're sitting up nice and upright, so you're not in like a super sport tuck position, but you're sitting super upright. The reach to the bars is really nice. The reach to the ground is honestly pretty good. You get a 33-inch seat height, which for like ADV bikes is pretty low. And the cool thing about low is when you're off-road, you can waddle it. It's not super threatening to shorter riders. I've seen people as short as 5'6" ride it comfortably. I've seen people as tall as 6'3" ride it comfortably. The sizing, they just really knocked it out the park where all the dimensions are really good for a wide variety of people. With a couple simple mods, you can make this bike fit whatever shape person you like and whatever personal ergos you like. Like, I like my seats really low, so I went with this lowered seat, dropped it down to 32 inches off the ground, which is my exact inseam, so I can flat foot this bike all day. I like bikes to have taller bars, so tall dirt bike bar like that, nice and wide, nice and tall, puts me in a nice commanding position where I can do all of my hooligan stuff. If I'm standing up off-road, I've got good leverage. Just overall, the comfort, the fit and finish, all those ergos, like the fit and finish for the ergos specifically is really good. So reason number 3 the Kawasaki Versys is a really just great purchase is the comfort. Reason number 4, I'm not wearing a glove now. I took it off because I had to go on my phone to look at my notes because I couldn't remember the reasons. Reason number 4 is the power delivery. And that is kind of subjective, but for me, this power delivery is exactly what I want. It's got really good low-end grunt with a nice solid mid-range. And on the top, it gives you enough to kind of sail there, but you're not really like doing any like hard pulls from the high RPM range. But low down, the grunt and the like away from a stoplight in the dirt is really good, nice and linear. The power delivery on this bike is just perfect for having a good time. No, you're not necessarily going to be like in like 6th gear, like high RPM range and still cranking and get anything else. Because come on, let's be honest, it's a 650 parallel twin, but down low, mid-range, super good power delivery. It makes really good noises. Let's just go ahead and let you hear that exhaust. Oof, just purring along, right? I've got the Two Brothers exhaust on it, so obviously not stock, but man, listen to this thing purr. So good. I love it. Love it. The power delivery on the Kawasaki Versys 650 is a thing of the gods. For sure, you're going to have a really good time on this. So reason number 4 why you need to go ahead and buy a Kawasaki Versys is the power delivery. Well, my friends, thank you for sticking around this long in the video. Reason number 5 why the Kawasaki Versys is a really great purchase and why you yourself should go out and get one if you're looking for a motorcycle is the aftermarket support. As you can tell on this bike, there's a lot of aftermarket going on, and there's so much more I can do. I just kind of got everything that I personally thought this bike needed, but there's so much out there. There's luggage from all the major manufacturers. You can get seats, you can get gas caps, you can get bars, mirrors, skid plates, engine crash guards, taller windscreens, hand guards, like anything you could possibly want for this bike to make it either like more ADV friendly or more like track worthy or more touring worthy. All those parts are out there, and there's just plenty of manufacturers making them. You can change anything on this bike that you want to, and that's just great. It's really great to be able to hit up a website, like go to Revzilla, if that's your preferred shopping method, whatever you like, go there to the website, type in your bike model, and just see a slew of parts you can do. You can do fender deletes, you can do like cool like chassis parts, just anything is possible with this bike. And I think that just makes it a really cool purchase, because you can buy a bike for about $3,000. You can put another $3,000 or $4,000 into it if you want, making it super custom, and then still come out cheaper than buying a brand new bike that's bone stock. I spent a lot of money in aftermarket, but this bike still comes in a lot cheaper than buying like a stock Versys, because they do tend to be so cheap, or just like a stock any other motorcycle. Like $7,000 to $8,000 doesn't get you a ton of motorcycle, and if it does get you a really good power plant from a really good company, that bike is going to be bone stock, and you have to spend even more getting it to customize for what you want to do. Very few bikes are coming for the $7,000 to $8,000 mark with luggage and like crash protection and good tires and like a highway worthy windscreen. That kind of stuff costs money, so it's cool if you can get a bike with a really low entry level price. Key that first point I told you, and just match it with a bunch of really good aftermarket to make it exactly what you're after. Well, guys, that is it. Those are my top 5 reasons why the Kawasaki Versys is a really good purchase and maybe a really great motorcycle for you. If you enjoyed this video, if it was informative at all, please hit it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I super appreciate your support. And the last thing I need you to do today is go outside, ride your motorcycle, and have a really good time. I will see you guys on the next video, which is actually going to be 5 things that I do not like about the Kawasaki Versys. So stay tuned for that one. If you're subscribed, you'll get that notification. If you're not getting my notifications, go and hit that bell logo. That'll help make sure that those end up on your desktop so you can see what I got going on. But that's it, you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.